Hello, my old school soul food family. Chef Jeffrey back with another video. It is Friday night, y'all. You know what that means? It's Friday night pie or cake night. It's been a while since I did a cake on camera, even though I do a cake still every Friday night. But it's been a while since I did one on video and share with y'all. So I looked in the refrigerator. I had a little buttermilk about to go bad. Not really go bad, about to go out of date, because buttermilk never really goes bad. If you're from the country, you just shake it up. All the buttermilk is clabbered milk. So you just shake it up and use it on up. So anyway, I got some buttermilk in about to go out of date. So I'm gonna decide to make a buttermilk pound cake. You know, pound cakes is very easy. That's why grandmothers and mamas used to make them, because it's so easy to make and very simple. So that's what I'm gonna make today. Simple recipe, y'all. Simple method. You cream the butter and sugar, add the eggs slowly, alternate the flour and the milk, and that's it. Y'all know every pound cake, most pound cakes don't use butter, don't use baking soda, they use don't use baking powder, they use baking soda. And they need some kind of acidity to it. So you know the acidity right here is buttermilk. You look at every pound cake, there's usually some lemon juice in there, some vinegar, some buttermilk, some orange juice, something acidity to make it rise. Cause a lot of them don't have no leavening agent at all. A lot of them use nothing. So anyway, I'm gonna whip this up. Add my sugar to this. And y'all, I'm gonna step off here. I'm gonna let this cream up. It's gonna take about 5 minutes. I wanna let this butter and sugar really cream up. Then we're gonna add our eggs to this slowly. Alternate the butter alternate the buttermilk and the flour, and pour this thing up. So we'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we back here. Okay, now this is an important step. I'm gonna give y'all a little lesson in perfect pound cake. How you make a cake perfectly moist, perfect cake. When you cream the butter and sugar, sometimes it takes 7-8 minutes. What you want to do, you want to cream the butter and sugar together so much that when you taste it, like if I stick a spoon in here and taste this, there's no grittiness of the sugar. It's completely worked into the butter. That's going to make sure you come out with a moist cake. No matter if it's a pound cake or a regular cake. That's a very important step. Some people don't cream the butter and sugar enough when they add the eggs and all that stuff. Then they wonder why the cake come out dense and heavy. This is why. So anyway, we're going to add the eggs here one at a time. Or if it two fall in there, so may it be. Like I said, every cake method is pretty much the same. And what I like to do, after I put 3 eggs, I like to scrape it down. You know, just like a halftime break there. Make sure that the eggs are fully incorporated in there. Scrape all the way down to the bowl to the bottom. Okay. Eggs want to go in there, going in there. See how smooth this batter is so far? It's not separated. You don't see no sugar in it. That's the key. Like I say, you just building your cake. You don't just dump it in there any kind of way. You won't come out with a nice moist cake. Okay. Now I'm gonna add my vanilla. Add the vanilla in there. Okay, now I'm going to alternate my dry and wet. Y'all know I always start with dry, always end with dry. It's just something I always have done. Okay, a scoop of the flour in there. And I got my baking soda in with my flour, y'all. Y'all wondering where my baking soda is. It's in the flour already. Let me go up a little closer so y'all can see what I'm doing here. Buttermilk. A little bit more milk in there. Alrighty. Okay. Flour next. See if I can do it without getting a face full of flour, y'all. Rest of the milk in there. Okay, last of the flour. And what I'd like to do, y'all, I'm gonna let this stir in just a little. Now I like to stop it right there. And I like to finish the rest by hand. That way, I don't over-mix it, y'all. It's just something I like to do. That way I gotta make sure I got a perfect cake that's not over-mixed. Because you already know, if you've been following me enough, if you over-mix it, all this work you've done is without naught. There we go. Perfect cake batter. Spatula here, move it around, make sure I got everything from the bottom, perfectly from the bottom, and that's it. Now, I got my pan here, my old bunk pan I've had this thing I was looking at it the other day, I've had it for over 25 years, this bunk pan, and it's still holding on. I got this, y'all, when Foley's went out of business. They had a going out of business sale, you remember Foley's, the store? That's where I got this from. I've had it that long. What I'm gonna do, we're gonna go around the edges here. Okay. Well, I like the on the top here. Make sure we get none in the middle. See if I'm gonna be good tonight. I've been good the last couple of weeks. I haven't got in the hole there. Oh yeah. Now you just spread it apart, spread it around. It's so easy, like I say. Usually I like to make pound cakes every week because it's very easy, very simple. I might put a frosting on here. Not a frosting, but a little glaze on here. I might not. If I don't put a glaze, it usually lasts long. Not last longer, like in retrospect, but the shelf life is a little longer. But my cakes don't last long in my house anyway. Soon as my neighbors come over, they know I got a cake here, it's on. So anyway, I'm gonna put this in the oven. 350 degrees, about an hour and a half. After an hour, I'm gonna check it and see how it is. Because every cake is different and every oven is different. And my oven, sometimes it has a mind of its own. So I have to kind of keep an eye on it. So after an hour, I'm gonna check it. Usually take about an hour and a half. So we'll be back when the cake is done. Be right back. Okay, y'all, we back. Okay, this is what I got, y'all. This took, this took 1 hour. Like I say, I always check my pound cake after an hour, and it was good to go. See that? Y'all are close up. See that nice buttermilk pound cake? Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let this cool, and after it cool, I might put, like I say, I might put a glaze on here. I'm not for sure yet. Usually I do, so I'll come back here in about, I'm gonna let it cool about an hour, and I'll look at it and see if it need a glaze or not. Like I say, it's good just like this. I'll put it up under my dome like I do all my other cakes. Like I say, that's the perfect way. If y'all take my procedure, how I do it, cream the butter and sugar, make sure it's creamed real good. Put the eggs in there one at a time. Alternate the buttermilk and the flour. Just start with flour, end with flour. Right at the end, for the flour fully incorporated. Stir it up by hand so you don't over mix it. And that's it. Very simple. Cakes, some people are so intimidated by cakes. Like I tell people, I have never had a cake mix in my house. Never. I don't know how much that stuff costs. I don't use it. It have no use for me. It's cake mixes. I never had them growing up. My mama never used them, so I just don't even know why people use cake mixes when you can make the same cake, probably less money. So anyway, I'll be back here in about an hour. Put some glaze. It'll let you know if I put glaze on it or not, and then we'll slice it up and have some good old school buttermilk pound cake. We'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we are back here. So I decided to put a little glaze on this. I got in this how, if you come to my house, y'all, this how it's gonna look sitting on my counter. I have different cake plates, but this one kind of draws people when they see the cake under the dome. So this how I have it at my house. But looking at this cake, it reminds me of, I guess you gotta be from the country, what I'm about to tell you. It reminds me of funerals. Number one, every funeral, like in the country growing up, people have, after every funeral, people go back to the church after the funeral's over, after they leave the cemetery, and they discard the body and stuff, and they come back to the church. You got all kinds of pound cakes, fried chicken, potato salad, macaroni salad, English pea salad, pies. But I always like the pound cakes. There's always some elderly lady, most time big elderly lady with that little flabby meat under their arms. When you see the lady like that, she know how to cook some pies. Also church events like church anniversaries and homecomings and pastor and wife anniversaries, things like that. When they say dinner will be served after service, somebody got some pound cake. It's gonna be at least 3 or 4 pound cakes in the after service. So growing up, they just bring back memories, y'all, of church. So this how I'm gonna cut it just like they would do in the church, y'all. You don't get a big piece. They cut it but like this. A little bit of piece like that. Old lady will cut it like that. That's what you get. You get a little piece of cake just like that. So let's try this out. How nice and moist this is. We're gonna try this out, y'all. I know this is moist. Awesome. Look at that. We're gonna do the moist test, y'all. Look at that. Take that part like that. Look how moist that is. Moist buttermilk pound cake. And y'all saw how simple and easy I made it. Cakes are so easy, y'all. Stop buying cake mixes. I stress this all the time. It takes no time at all to put a cake together. It probably takes just as much time doing it my way than going to the store, opening the bar, and whatever you add to the cake mix, water, whatever. I don't know what you put in them things. I mean, they horrible. So anyway, enough preaching. Another Friday night cake in the books. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share, please comment, please subscribe. Please visit my other social media account. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch TV, Pinterest, and oldschoolsoulfood.com. Until next time, have a blessed Old School Soul Food day, and I will see y'all. Oh, remember the hashtag. I forgot that. I almost forgot that. Hashtag this year, 2021, help somebody Old School Soul Food. Until next time, have a blessed Old School Soul Food day, and I will see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye. Look at that cake, y'all. Look at that. That's old school. See y'all. Bye.